Hi there. If you're a struggling options trader or simply looking to get into the options trading game, in this video you're going to discover how options traders can leverage their existing knowledge to design, create, and implement a massively successful and profitable options trading program in 3 short months or less. So let's get started. Are you one of those traders who knows everything about options trading, but yet can't seem to generate consistent profits from the markets? You have read the books, you've attended the seminars, taken course after course, you have even tried paper trading for a while and succeeded, but can't seem to make any real headway in the markets the minute you actually try to use your knowledge. You watch your account disappear before your eyes and wonder why you're not receiving the benefits which the promise of options trading seems to offer. Well, I have good news. It's not your fault. And this video is going to expose your eyes to what is actually going on in the marketplace and, more importantly, show you what you can immediately do to start gaining the profits you deserve from all the hard work you have done up until this point. I know telling you it's not your fault may sound strange to you. When compared to all the books, courses, and training out there, you have always been told things like, you are not disciplined enough, or trade with the trend, or trade with this or that system, which has a 90% winning trades back-tested result. All these statements make the trader continue to seek elusive profits by going for additional courses or buying more books or attending seminars, when in reality, their existing knowledge should already help them be really profitable traders. Honestly, in my opinion, most options trading books and courses out there are good enough to make you a profitable trader in terms of the knowledge they convey. But if that's the case, how come the minute you actually try to apply this knowledge, the theory no longer seems to apply? For example, the theory teaches you about time decay, so you sell really short-term options to extract the profits from the theta bleed. But the options explode in value and you lose. Sorry, you decide it's time to buy instead. I mean, options are highly leveraged and you can make a lot of money buying some really sexy OTM options, right? But then these options rapidly decay to zero, leaving you with a loss again. Strike 2. Ah, I know what the problem is, you think. I need to trade spreads, but hold on for it. The long leg of the spread loses and the short leg gains. Frustrated? Of course you are. Now you're thinking, it must be my technical analysis. It must be my discipline. So off you go to buy a few more books, attend 1 or 2 more seminars, and armed with exactly the same knowledge, you go try your hand at trading again, only to experience the same result. Now you are convinced there is stuff you still don't know, and determined to crack the markets, you go back on the knowledge treadmill again, completely determined to discover and solve the problems you are facing. Well, I have news for you. Yes, you are right. There are things which you still don't know, and problems which you still need to solve. But you are going about solving these problems completely the wrong way. How do I know? Well, maybe it has to do with the fact that for over 22 years I have been on the inside of the game. In investment banks in New York, Germany, London, Holland, more specifically, dealing with the hidden part of the trading game. The part of the game which is seldom discussed. One which most traders don't even know about or even suspect. The part of the game actually responsible for manipulating, let's say setting the price against which you trade. The sell side. The side which allows us to raise or lower the prices which you see at our own discretion. You may have suspected something all along, but never really understood how or why the market always seemed to conspire against you regardless of what you did. But I'm here to tell you, you are right. Prices can be, and often are, legally manipulated. I should know, because previously I have helped banks with optimizing the manipulation process in order to get it more effectively done. But that's unfair, I hear you say. Well, no one ever said the world was fair, and in the dog-eat-dog world of financial markets, most traders actually think that this is fair, in a warped sort of way. Well, I don't, and I have decided to do something about it. Let's move on. Have you ever heard the saying, 95% of all traders lose money? And how you can become one of the 5% who also consistently profits if you would only do X or Y? Well, that statistic is just plain false. The so-called successful traders out there are often trading with the house money or institutionally, so they don't have to pay the rates per trade or suffer the psychological problems which affect a person trading with his own money. Additionally, they are able to create nice risk-neutral positions which would cost you, as an average trader, much more money if you tried to implement your trades the same way they do. Oh, let's not forget along the way that these traders often have a team of quants helping with pricing and a team of risk managers helping with position sizing and risk, and a bunch of IT staff helping with systems. So in the long run, of course, these big traders are much more profitable than you. Talk about a sizable unfair advantage. So please, keep two things in mind as I go into the next section. Firstly, it's not your fault. You probably already know enough to be successful at options trading, and in my experience, most traders really only have a tiny knowledge gap which they need to fill. Secondly, given the same resources of the big dogs, you are very likely already in the top 5% of traders as well in terms of the technical knowledge which you already possess. And you only need a few more insights as to how the game is really played, as well as knowing how to convert these insights into direct profits. And just in case you are wondering why I'm now ready to spill the beans, well, it is simple. I am no longer tied to any specific investment bank, and I have essentially broken free of any kind of compliance obligation to not trade my own money. Neither am I restricted in any way from sharing any of my experiences with anybody I care to. So, finally, if you have been waiting for a chance to really understand options trading from the inside, in a manner of speaking, get the inside scoop on how things really, and I mean really, work, then you absolutely need to pay close attention to what I am about to say next. On the date announced below, I am going to have a no-holds-barred online webinar in which I plan to reveal several little pieces of information which are very likely missing from your current understanding of options trading. This is the kind of information that you are very likely still in need of to take your options trading to a whole new and profitable level. Sure, I am still going to cover the basics such as PVT, probability, volatility, and timing. For example, do you know about Garch cones and how to use them? I will also help you to properly understand the key advantages the Greeks such as delta, gamma, vega, and epsilon allow you to capture. Then I will cover the proper use of risk curves and other risk management techniques and tools which you need to have. Finally, I will be delving into the money management methods you need to apply by showing you how the professionals function. You see, by helping you get into the mindset of the house, you will thoroughly understand why you have not yet been as successful as you should expect to be, based on your already accumulated knowledge. Remember, I talked about you being likely already in the top 5% of traders out there, but just not having the right information you need to extract the full potential of your training to date. For instance, the knowledge of something called internal regime switching alone will save you more money over the long run than you probably may understand right now. Yet, I am yet to find the options trading book which covers even this basic topic. On the other hand, if you are yet to begin trading options, this will very likely be your best start into the game, because you will be starting with the right foundational requirements to play this game successfully. So there you have it. I guess you may now be wondering how you may get to take part in this event and how much all of this will cost you for me to take 22 years of insider experience and distill the most important elements for you to become a successful options trader in slightly over 2 hours. I will tell you in a second. But first you need to know that my goal with this webinar is to share with you specific insider strategies and techniques which should allow you to be extremely profitable within 3 short months or less. Of course, legally, I can't promise you profits, and I also need to inform you that options trading carries a significant amount of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. But if for any reason you are not happy with the event, then you will need to simply shoot off an email to support@twoscrolls.com for a full 100% money-back refund. All I ask is that you actually use the systems and techniques presented during the webinar. I can't be fairer than that. So back to the question of price. I decided to charge $1,500 for this event, since even one successful trade using these strategies would have you breaking even at once. But then I realized that this would exclude several traders who vitally need this information. So instead, I decided to use the average price of a single options trade, which is about $645. My reasoning was simple. If you are not willing to invest in your training for the price of one trade, then you are very likely not going to use this information at all. But hang on, you're not going to have to pay $645. Since this event is actually online, my real net costs are very low. This is good news for you as it affords me the possibility of further discounting the price. And I am not asking about an extra 10% discount or something that low. Rather, I slashed the price by a further third, meaning this event will only cost you $215. That's 1/3 the price of an average options trade. So if you're still sitting on the fence about this, I suspect you may not really know the value of what is being offered here. In that case, I will strongly urge you to take full use of my 100% ironclad money-back guarantee and sign up immediately for this event. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain, and I completely guarantee that you will not only be absolutely thrilled with this eye-opening event, but will very likely start gaining the benefits of all your hard work to date. So I recommend you don't put it off anymore and sign up at once, knowing that you are fully protected by my refund guarantee. Before I go, there is one final thing I need to say. With what I know about banks, I am confident that when the banks I have worked for get wind of the fact that I am now spilling internal secrets of how the game really works, from the sell side, they will do everything in their power to shut me down. So I cannot guarantee that I will continue to run this event in the future. So I strongly urge you to act now by signing up for the event below. I look forward to seeing you on the event. Don't put it off. Sign up now. Thank you.